Okay, so we have taken this G long. As you can see, we're currently up £5, £6 or so on the account. So this will take us to 100 and I think like £115 if this hits TP. What we're looking for is a break of the high. If we fail to break the high, then I'm going to be getting out of this position, as it should probably continue to roll over. But we'll see. 1 to 3 as usual. We will see if this comes in. Okay, so we have now broken to the upside. We're currently up about £7. So we're going to see what price does. It might retrace a bit before it continues to the upside. But I do expect this to keep going long now that we've broken out. So we will see what happens. We may be able to get another entry if it retraces deep enough. But as I said, we'll see how price goes. But for now, we'll keep holding. Okay, so we've just entered a second buy position, up about £5 now on the trade, obviously with the same TP and same SL. So we're going to let this ride. If these hit TP, this will be a £27, £28 profit gain, which would be quite nice. So what we're looking for now is just seeing if price is going to break above the high, to kind of just signal that continuation to the upside. It does look good. It's rejected my second entry quite nicely. And obviously if it breaks below this low down here, then we might look to get out of the position. But for now, we're going to be, holding and seeing if we can get to the high. Okay, so we are just about able to push to the upside now. We haven't had the close above the high yet, but this candle does look promising as we go towards our TP. We're currently up just under £17 on the account. So I will come back to you once this candle is closed, hopefully above this high, or if we just go straight to TP, which would be lovely. Okay, so it has now broken above the high we were looking to see it break. We're currently up £20 or just over £20, getting close towards the TP now. So we will just keep monitoring it and see what happens. But good trade so far. Okay, and we are about to hit TP. This is where it now drops. I'd have the. There we go. Hello. Are you gonna close me out? I might just close. There we go. TP hit. And now that brings us to £119 on the account. So another good day of trading. And now let's go to the breakdown. Okay, so obviously you've just seen the trades there, or the clips of it. So now I'm going to, of course, do the breakdown so that you can see. Now, just for reference, we are now at £103 something on the account. So we're up over 100% now on the sort of challenge that we're doing. So now what we're going to do is go to the charts. I'll explain both the gold loss that we had, which you saw some footage of, and then also the two GU trades, technically one, so you can also see the breakdown behind that. So let's go onto the charts. Okay, so as you can see, we'll start with the GU trade. So we got two entries into this. We entered on this drop and this drop. Now both was, well, the first position, if I remove this one for now, this was the first position for a 1 to 3. That's just my normal targets that I like to use. And then the second position was the same SL and TP for around like just under a 1 to 2, I think it was. But obviously the risk was far higher. So in terms of why we took this trade, it was pretty easy to look at. So we had price initially fail to break this high here, but when we looked at how it was reacting off this zone here, support and resistance, supply and demand, whatever you want to call it, when I saw it wick in, come back down, close like this, I decided to get in for a small trade, small risk, and basically wait to see if it broke out of this high. And as you can see, price did exactly that, pushed to the upside, broke and closed above. When we did that, I knew we were going to continue to the upside for a little bit more. So all I did is I waited for price to, you know, retrace back into this area and get another entry here to take it up to the same TP. So it was quite a simple trade. This, as you would have seen in the clips or the videos, was a bit more of a risky entry because we had no break of structure. There was no confirmation. All we had was how price was rejecting here and how it had come into this sort of supply and demand zone that people like to use, or, you know, retracements, fibs, any of those would have worked in this situation. So it was a more risky position, as I mentioned. But the minute that we closed above this high, I knew, you know, we were good to re-enter. We could risk more on the position because it was essentially confirmed, and so it pulled back in. We got the entry, and then we took price to the same TP. In terms of the TP, as I said, it was a 1 to 3, but it also aligned with this zone here, which, as you can see, has in the past been quite a significant area for price to react to. So obviously you can see how it kind of sold off. If you look at the higher time frame as well, you can kind of see this is just a break and retest on a higher time frame. Maybe let's, yeah, as you see, break and retest, because you have to be aware of the overall, you know, structure. So that was the GU trade. That was a pretty simple one. And then we didn't do anything else with GU that day, and today we've had no trades either. Markets have been a bit and then the gold trade was a very annoying one. So we shorted over here. So we shorted both, where is it? We went short here. We had our stops around there, I think it was, something like that. And then we also went short here as well with the same stop, and our TP was not a massive one, it was just there and there. Now this trade was pretty annoying. So we essentially you know, knew it was going to sell, and sell it did. It was pretty clear sell. It was just, we had our SL slightly too tight. I think because gold is a lot more risky on flip accounts, it can, you know, force you to have smaller SLs, and that is the risk with gold. If it doesn't move in your direction quickly, you're going to have trouble, and this is exactly what it was. I would have shown the entries, or I can show the entry now, and you can literally see how close we were when we got stopped out. Really annoying, because this would have pretty much passed the account. We ended up losing £11 on this trade, and if this had hit TP, we would have been about £20 away from passing the first, you know, part of the challenge, which is the flip. So that was super annoying, but you know, that is just part of trading gold. In terms of the trade idea, again, just looking at these lows here, we broke below and closed, which is a great sign. You know, I thought we were going to retrace and sell off more, which we did. We just ended up coming up a bit more to fill out some of this area here. And also, I guess it could be a QML if you trade those as well, which I don't. But you know, it was an unfortunate position. It was annoying that it didn't win, considering the fact that literally the next candle sold to my TP. But you know, that is just part of trading gold, part of trading. And we did still finish up for the day because of the GU trade. We ended up making, I believe, £14 that day, £10, something like that. So it was still another profitable day. Just a bit annoying with how gold reacted there, but overall some good trades on the account, and it only leaves us 50 or 56 pound, no, 53 pounds away from completing this challenge. So it should be another 2 trades maybe to get us there, or 1 really good one, and then we can withdraw that, buy the prop firm, and then trade that properly to getting a payout. So hopefully you found that video useful, enjoyable. I know you guys enjoy the live trading, so if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video.